Hi guys, Athena's here, and this is rose season. This is the love and beauty and harmony season coming our way, and I know we've had some gloom and doom, but it's really time to work in our heart chakra. I'm even going to put a free session up there for you to work on your heart chakra on my website, athenas-body.com. So if you want to actually work on your heart chakra, that'll be available to you. But what we really want to work with is roses. And hopefully you will be getting some roses this season. And if you don't, buy some for yourself. And if not, maybe you have a friend that has rose bushes and you can have some fresh roses in your house. The idea of roses goes back thousands of years, and really their love, beauty, harmony is the representation of roses. Highly coveted as an essential oil, very expensive for an ounce of true, absolute essential oil. And I want to show you how to make a rose water. Now, it won't be an essential oil, but that rose water has been around for centuries, and it's used as a moisturizer. It's good for eczema. It's anti-inflammatory. Even spraying it on yourself will remind you of love, beauty, and harmony. And so that's the whole point of roses. So if you end up with some roses, don't throw them away when they start to kind of lack their luster or become dried out. Dry them all the way, and we're going to use them in a bit of a potion. So this is for goddesses. We're going to bump it up a few notches and add some things to it. And you can even give this as a gift to someone who needs some love. But I also like putting it in my bath water. And also there are centuries of people who use this in their cuisine. They actually use rose water in recipes to eat. So, and roses are edible. So the frequency and the vibration off of roses is really, really high. And so if you want to be able to transmute that energy after you've enjoyed the roses in your house into something else like a product. We all say, I'm an alchemist. And we do a lot of alchemy in our head, in our body, in our power centers. But we're going to work on this heart power center. And if you'd really like to be an alchemist and do something that's practical and physical, that you did do alchemy from this rose bush or bunch that you have into a product, I'm going to show you how to do it. So this is rose water for goddesses. So if you are a goddess or you want to give this to your favorite goddess, I'm going to show you how to do it. It's a really easy recipe, and it's a good way to recycle your roses or transmute them and be the alchemist. A lot of us say, I'm an alchemist. Well, here's a really practical, physical way to be an alchemist, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Stay with me. Hi, my goddesses and alchemists. So we are ready to make this formula. And so what I would say is, if you have just fresh petals and you wanted to make this rose water right away, you're going to need 2 cups of those petals to 2 cups of water. So it's a 1-to-1 infusion. This is an infusion that we're making rather than a decoction or a tincture. So an infusion, we're just infusing the vibration, the essence of this plant into a water. So if you have dried roses, which I kind of prefer to work with dried only because of the mold factor, but this is a product that you're going to need to use within 3 to 7 days. So I'm not sure that mold is a big issue. You need to use it right away. It's a fresh kind of product. So if that's the case, 1 cup of dried to 2 cups of water. So if they're fresh, it's a 1-to-1, 1 cup to 1 cup of water. Same, 2 cups of rose petals that are fresh, 2 cups of water. But because these are dried, we're using a 1 cup of dried, 2 cups of water. So I've already put these in the pan. You just want to give them a little bit of a stir. Make sure that your roses don't all stick together. And the biggest thing is to obtain these roses. Do it by whatever means possible. You can go to your grocery store. This is rose season. They start having the roses out for, you know, people to give as gifts, a bouquet of roses, your local florist. Any dating or partnership means necessary. And I have, you know, over the years, we see beautiful bouquets of roses. And when they die, you know, people say, oh, rose, and all that just dies. The flowers just die. Use the dried product. It actually makes something really lovely. When we talk about transmuting energy and we're looking at being an alchemist, we're going to take this dried product or fresh product and we're going to turn it into something else. Like from lead to gold is the story that most people know of alchemy. This is rose petals into a rose water and a high vibrational cosmetic. And also, this is so great for just a love season. Put yourself in the mind frame of love. So we're going to get to it. So I have already put in, I had a cup of dried rose petals. And then I did 2 cups of, I didn't have spring water, which I really prefer to work with, but I did have distilled. If you just have filtered water, just bottled water, use that. And like I said, give them a little bit of a stir. We're going to put them on the lowest heat possible. And when the water starts to steam, we're going to cover it for 20 minutes so that the oils and the essence don't escape. Then we'll strain it and cool it. We'll come back and finish this off after they have all steeped in this water and we put our intention into it. This is goddess work. This is alchemy at its finest. And this is going to make such a decadent, beautiful water to use in so many ways. Some of the uses for this is, of course, put it in your bath. Just pour it in your bath water. What a way to use rose water. Just soak in it. Your whole body. If you're not into baths, put it in a spray bottle. And you can spray your whole body down after a warm shower while the follicles are open, and you can just seal that off with some lotion, or you can just mix some drops or half a tablespoon or whatever with lotion and apply it to face, everything, body. You can also just take gauze pads, soak it in the rose water, put it on the face for 30 minutes. Great anti-aging treatment. I mean, the most expensive cosmetics on the planet use rose, and you can make this yourself. Also, if you have eczema or inflammation or hot spots on the skin, also soak the gauze pads, use that on those areas. This is really wonderful in nature, here for us to use. So I suggest that we use it, and we need to first obtain roses. Hi guys, we're back and we have a finished product, and I do want to say a few words about that. All I did was strain it like you would macaroni into a container that I can pour it into other containers as I see fit. And one thing that you might notice is this rose water may not look very rosy. I had peach colored roses. If you have red or pink, you're probably going to get a little more of a pink look to your water. But remember, we extracted the rose essence. It's the energy that we're after. This also is not a very fragrant water. And so if that kind of turns you on a little bit, add a drop or 2 of your favorite essential oil to give it more of a fragrance. You know, a floral or even patchouli, you know, if you're fond of things like that. And go ahead and add it to this and make it, you know, a fragrant floral water for yourself. And then for you goddesses, I want to even take this up another notch. For those of you that work with crystals, this has kind of cooled off a little bit. And I have rose quartz. I have a clear quartz, one of my favorites. And I have a small amethyst. And I'm actually going to drop these into my water, and I'm going to charge this water and even bring it to another level. Now, this is alchemy, you guys. So if alchemy kind of escapes you, what does that mean? Or you do it maybe in your head a lot and transmute energy in your body a lot. This is a physical way. People that are in their head more, like, I don't understand, what does that mean? So this is a physical thing you can do that kind of shows you that we transferred energy from one product to make it into another product so that we can receive it. And that leads me to the next thing. So if you are partnered up and you want to bathe in this and kind of rev yourself up a little bit for a partner, this is a beautiful way to do it. Take a bath in it or shower and then spray yourself, with the rose water and some moisturizer. At that point, you want a good smelling candle, maybe a piece of chocolate. Put yourself in that mind frame. That's how we transmute this kind of energy, pull it into ourselves. And then if you're partnered up, it gives you the opportunity to transfer that energy and to your partner. When we talk about tantric yoga, tantric lovemaking, this is kind of a practical way for you in your head to understand how that works. If you're not partnered up, that's fine too, because you're going to take in all of this energy and you're going to keep it for yourself. And then you're going to transfer that into manifesting, creativity, attracting love, becoming love. So you see, this is powerful, powerful stuff. And your mind and your intention is the most important thing with this. So put yourself in a mind frame to enjoy this. Take a bath in it. Get out the good smelling candles, piece of chocolate, herbal tea, glass of champagne. It's time to celebrate. Enjoy. The season of love is coming up. And even though that might be just a date on the calendar, it also means we have access to a lot of roses. This recipe also works with jasmine. If you can get a hold of jasmine, oh my gosh, so lovely. In fact, I'm going to add actually a drop of jasmine oil to mine rather than a rose oil. And between the two, I'm going to totally soak this in. Now, if you don't have a lot of good smelling soaps and stuff and you're not sure, check out my new box for spring, the Swan Box. It's all about grace, transformation, surrender, and faith at athenas-body.com. That is a beautiful box that comes with whipped cream soap, a scrub, also some roll-ons with aromatherapy. That's a great kit to use with a recipe like this. And just have a beautiful night for yourself, a week for yourself. This will stay good for about 3 to 7 days. I would use it up soon. It's a fresh product. There's nothing in here to keep it stable except maybe a drop of essential oil. And we don't want to get into mold and things like that. So use it up, enjoy it. Spray it all over yourself. This is also medicinal if you have rosacea, eczema, hot spots from inflammatory problems. Dip cotton or gauze pads in this, soak them and put that on the area. Put it on your face. Give yourself an anti-aging treatment. Like I say, rose is in some of the most expensive cosmetics in the world, and you just made your own. So I hope you really enjoyed this. Let's talk about revving ourselves up. Let's get back to love. Let's become love. And this is an alchemist way of doing it. You can do it in your head, you can do it in your heart, you can do it in your, power centers. But sometimes we need something physical, sensual, smells good, feels good, and then add something like a piece of chocolate or something that really kind of, drives you to that place, and now it even tastes good. So all the senses, sensuality, let's get back there. You're a human being. Enjoy yourself here. I hope you really enjoyed this. Write to me. Let me know how this worked out for you. If you had a steamy night, let me know. I love hearing about that. And let's keep it moving. I'm here for you. Write to me, and I hope you enjoyed this. See you soon.